Hi Not Board Gamers, and welcome back to Not Board Gaming. I'm your host, I'm Mark. Now in today's video we're going to be looking at the Stacky game storage and component system, which hits Kickstarter on the 15th of February. The link will be in the description below, so by the time you're watching this video, this will probably already be on Kickstarter. Now, full disclosure, I'm part of the team behind Stacky. It's my buddy Dav Thomas and myself. We're bringing a gaming table, a modular gaming table to the Kickstarter probably in Q2 this year. But our first Kickstarter launch is Stacky, which is this fully beautiful, different types of wood, modular game component and storage system. It's great for tabletop board gamers and role players and tabletop gamers and war gamers, you name it, Stacky has got it all. But what is Stacky? So like most great ideas in history, the idea behind Stacky and Stacky, the modular portable gaming table, came from a discussion in a pub. So Dav and I were at the pub, and Dav's background is in furniture making and in woodworking, and we were discussing the Stacky and how we were going to bring that to market, and we decided that we'd actually take a step back from Stacky to bring something a little bit more accessible to the market to start off with, and that's where Stacky came from. So as you can see from these two stacks of Stackies here, you can get it in many different types of wood, and each of these trays contains a different function in there. For example, we have, if we look at this one, it's a token holder, but it's also got some card slots in there. On this one, this is rather genius, it's a coaster with a bottle opener on the back. This one is a dual token holder. We got a quadruple token holder. We have deep trays for keeping miniatures in. We have a bureau tray. We have dice trays. We have other card slots. We have a deep tray in which you can keep, say, things like, I don't know, playing cards or other tokens in there. We even have a Dungeons and Dragons role-playing game spell tracker as well for keeping track of all your spells, and a double component holder. And as you can tell, how I'm putting this together, it makes a really satisfying noise as you start to stack your Stacky up, because it's all held in place by these wonderful magnets here. Not only is there a Stacky available for almost any configuration, and you really can do Stacky your way, is we also have the Logan long card holders. Now these are ideal for playing games like Sentinels of the Multiverse, where you can stack your rows of cards in here and really start to keep a track on what cards you have available. And we also have the dice tray as well, which has got this wonderful kind of felt insert in there. Now, the great thing about the Stacky is if you go for everything, the dice tray, you get the Logan card holders, and you get a couple of stacks of Stacky, is they all stacky up inside that dice tray. And how great is that for storage and also for moving your components around and keeping track of all of your components on the table. Because one of the aims of Stacky is to give gamers the ability to personalize their own Stackies and give them a way to create their own vision on how they want Stacky to look. Stacky is available in a number of different wood types. We have maple, we have walnut, we have oak, ash, Goncalo Alves, Rengi, beech, cherry, paddock, zebrano, black ash and purple heart. And as you can see, there are many different configurations you can take with the Stacky as well. We have the bureau layer down here, where you can put post-it notes and have a little pen. We have a deep fill tray on which I put a deck of cards, but you can put whatever you want in there. We have a double component storage. We have the drinks holder. We have a double storage for miniatures, but these foam inserts, you can get them to be tailored to whatever you want. All the details will be on the Kickstarter. We have the spell tracker. We have card slots. We have dice holders. We have a single token storage with card trays on there. We have a quadruple token storage, a double token storage. We have the lid, we have the Logan as I mentioned, and also the dice tray, and there are other configurations that you will find on the Kickstarter page. And as I mentioned, one of the key things behind Stacky is that you can do it your way. So once you start building your Stacky, you can have various configurations depending on what game you're playing and where you're taking it, and you can build them up to take them wherever you want. And those magnets make this wonderfully satisfying sound as they clip together, and you can create your own stack of Stacky, and you can see the configurations can be in whichever aspect you want to give you your own personal Stacky. So that's just a small illustration of just how adaptable Stacky is, how Stacky works, what it is, and the fact that how you use Stacky is limited only by your imagination. You can take as many or as few trays as you want, really enhancing your board gaming experience, really looking fantastic on the table. It's ideal for anybody that plays board games, tabletop games, role-playing games, or any form of hobbyist where you want to keep things stored in fantastic looking natural wood containers. As I mentioned, it comes to Kickstarter on the 15th of February. The link will be in the description below. Please make sure you go out and check out the Stacky Kickstarter. We're making everything in-house at our own workshop in the UK. Therefore, the funding goal is relatively low on Stacky because we can make as few or as many of these as people want. So please check out the Kickstarter. It's going to run for 24 days from the 15th of February. The link is in the description below. So we're currently working on a way that we can absolutely integrate the Stacky design into the Stacky table, which is coming to Kickstarter in Q2 this year, and you will see that pop up on our Facebook page and our web page, etc., in the coming weeks as we worked out a way, and Dav has just worked it out, how we get the Stacky to we can add an ability, a modular ability onto the Stacky so that your Stacky can form a full part of your Stacky experience as well. So thank you very much for joining me on this really brief journey through Stacky. Go and check out the link in the Kickstarter link in the description below. Go and back Stacky for me. That would be absolutely fantastic and makes a brilliant gift for either yourself to really bring out your experience, or to anybody you know that does role-playing games, tabletop games, board games, any form of hobby. It would make a fantastic present along with the obviously the dice tray and the Logan card holders. So thank you very much for joining me on this journey. My name's Mark. This is Not Board Gaming. One final thought. If you can't find anyone else to play with, there's nothing wrong with playing with yourselves. Until next time, bye-bye.